is a Vedanta. Let's quickly pull up that one on the screens. In fact, shares of Vedanta have hit a downtick of around 5% in intraday trade, recovered, and now trading lower to the tune of around 3.5%. And this is on the back of a bearish report that has come in from Viceroy Research. Let me quickly take you through what they are actually saying. Now, if you see in terms of where Viceroy Research goes, they've put out in their report that they're short on Vedanta Resources, which is a majority owner of Vedanta, and it highlights financial risks from here on. They've called Vedanta Resources a parasite holding company and claims it relies solely on cash from dying host Vedanta. They've uncovered major qualitative and discrepancies and quantitative discrepancies in the group financials. The key takeaways they've put out is that the entire group is financially unstable, operationally compromised, and the company's resources pose a severe unappreciated risk to creditors. Vedanta Resources holding company has no significant operations of its own and is propped up entirely by cash extracts from Vedanta. Overall, it is forcing Vedanta to take on even increasing leverage and deplete cash reserves. This act is eroding the fundamental value of Vedanta. In terms of the major discrepancies as well, what they've highlighted is there is, bait and switch funding model. You're talking about irreconcilable interest expenses, inflated asset values, off balance sheet items, and governance failure. In conclusion, what they are saying is that to cure these conducts, Vedanta Resources has proposed a demerger of the entities. It has diverted from its decade-long acquisition strategy. Very quickly, let's quickly understand what Viceroy Research is also, because we need to understand both sides of the story. This is what the report says and about Viceroy. It's an investigative financial research group. They are registered in Delaware, USA. Their recent reports, they've covered around 29 companies and released around 182 reports in the past. And majorly, their recent reports were on Truecaller, Adler Group, Wirecard, Mimedex, Ebix, and AMD. I think the last report that I'm seeing with regards to Truecaller was in October 2022. And after that, this is on Vedanta Resources that they've come up with. We will await more clarity from Vedanta and from Viceroy to understand what the concerns are and what Vedanta has to respond to as well on the back of this. But Gaurang, any comments?
Little, I don't know why so much of poison has been put into groups like Vedanta. Even earlier, just a reference, Heidenberg, what happened to it? The firm Heidenberg is now, winded up. It's closed its shutters down, and there is nobody to possibly answer queries. I don't have much insight about this particular company and on the Vedanta Resources Limited. But to give you a disclosure, since we are discussing about Vedanta, our research team has a whole recommendation on Vedanta Limited. Yes, the diversified demerger has been in news since last year. I guess it should possibly take some shape this financial year end, and possibly there'll be a lot of clarity. But no specific comments about this particular research entity or Vedanta Resources.
Absolutely, Gaurang. Well-made point as well, because and this is the reason why we are doing this coverage as well right now, to understand, how the markets should be viewing things like that, because you need to understand both sides of the story. And if Viceroy is a US short seller who's targeting Vedanta also wrongly, I think clarifications from both ends would be warranted.